Right. Today I'm going to be talking to you about another version of Amazon Q, which is Amazon Q integrated into the console. And really, you don't have to do any setup with this. It's just integrated right into the console. It is, as you can see in preview. But what's great about this is, again, not having to look at Stack Overflow or getting onto Google search as far as applying best practices. And so if you look at in here, if we wanted to look up like how to build a VPC, for me, sometimes I don't always know the best practices. But as you can see here, we can put in a question right into the console, and it's going to look at best practices and help you to get started. And again, this is kind of context driven. And so if you had follow-up questions to this, you could go through and reapply some of the questions or restate it or refine that question that you might have. So really cool capabilities there, but helping you to get started, and also the reference material where it got that from. Another one that we could pull up would be, what do I want to do? We kind of built out prior looking at a React app. Well, once I have that React app, how am I going to host that? So it'll come back with a couple different options, kind of like a preferred one, but it's going to pull back how you can get going. And I agree with this. S3 or Amplify is a great place to host your React app in, really fast, and you can cache out your content. So great response there. I agree with that. Another hosting option might be something, maybe you have a question about a container. So we could ask it about, where do I host my containers? And one of the things that we really care about at our company is making sure that everything is cost optimized. And so just kind of looking at, making sure that those things are cost optimized, well architected, as one of the things that we try to do always. This is coming back with those recommendations on how, instead of like a Google search, it's coming back with those best practices on how we can host that and how we can get started. And again, this is kind of similar to another flavor that you would see inside of the Visual Studio Code. But this is, kind of right in the console, right when I'm, looking at doing my configurations. I can just come up here to that little Q icon, ask it the questions about security or best practices or architecture. And I'll kind of list some of the best practices again in the reference material for this tool. Thanks.